Now, if you're a crypto enthusiast like me, you probably have a pile of miners lying around, whether it's the Aware Element or maybe the Block Crate, or a favorite of all time, the Helium miner, which we thought were going to change the world and make us rich forever. But due to the delays, by the time we got it, we were making pennies a day, if that. What if I told you the glory days are not over? In fact, you're at the very beginning of the next evolution. You see, with my Helium miner, I am dual mining currencies now. Not only the IOT token, but the new Crankk token. And that new Crankk token is pulling in almost $1 a day by itself on top of my standard Helium rewards. Now, one of the great things I love about this is I did not have to go out and buy any new hardware. I did, however, have to flash my SD card to make it capable for dual mining. But I gotta tell you, there are a couple expenditures, and they're gonna total about $250. Now, the first part of that expenditure is the cost of the license to mine the Crankk token. And that's gonna cost you $150 in Kadena tokens. Have to buy in Kadena. So we're gonna set the wallet up here. The second part of that expenditure is you have to buy $100 worth of Crankk tokens and stake those on the platform to start earning. Now, those Crankk tokens are not lost or burnt. They are still yours. They are just showing a level of commitment that you're staking to the protocol. So please understand you're going to get those back. As we all know, getting into these projects early is super critical. And looking here at the Helium map, you can see we're pretty well saturated all over Europe and North America. But let's take a look at the Crankk map. Well, we've got a pretty good amount of Crankks running in Europe, but check out North America. There are so many empty spots, and especially in my town here, Boise, Idaho, I've got 3 miners set up, and one of those is already mine. So I know I've got a lot of possibility to grow, and I'm really looking forward to this. Now, like I said before, this is all run on the Kadena network. That means I had to go out and create a whole new wallet and learn a whole new blockchain. But it wasn't that tough, and I'm going to walk you through the setup process right here. So first of all, go to EckoWallet. Once you get to the website, you can click the download button, and that's going to give you the option to add it as a Chrome extension or Brave extension, or download on your mobile phone. Well, since I'm using Chrome, I went ahead and clicked the Chrome button. That brings me right here to the Chrome Web Store, and then simply add to Chrome. Now, if you already have a Kadena wallet, you can probably use that one just fine. Jump ahead to setting up the Crankk wallets. But if you don't, this is the one I use. Not saying it's the best, just saying it's one that I found the most resources on. So simply click Start Now, and Next, and then I have read and agreed to terms of use and create a new wallet. From there, it's going to ask for a password, so input your password twice. So click the box that says, I understand that if I lose my recovery phrase, I will not be able to restore my wallet. So once again, this is where we're going to take these words, write them down safely, put them off in a vault or somewhere off site so they don't get lost, and then click Continue. Now the next screen is going to give us our 12-word recovery phrase. Now I'm going to delete this wallet after this video is complete, so I'm just going to show you the whole process. So from here I can download or write them down. Now I highly recommend writing them down and keeping somewhere safe. I don't believe keeping them on a digital storage device like a phone or a computer is really a safe process, but the choice is yours. Now once you have your 12 words written down, go ahead and click Continue. Now it's going to ask you to type your words back in each of the boxes in the appropriate order. Now, once you've typed in all your 12 words, go ahead and click Continue. And there you go. Your wallet is complete and set up. Now, this is the EckoWallet. What we have to do now is go to the Crankk website and set up an actual Crankk wallet that we're going to interact with. So let's hop over there and take a look. So here we are on the Crankk website, and I'll put a link in the description down below. But once you get here, simply go to the dashboard. And it's going to say, Welcome to Crankk. Please sign into your account, and you can just sign in with Google if you choose. And that's what I'm going to do here. Now, once it's done that, it's going to bring me to the Crankk dashboard. Now, this is where I'm going to interact with the miners, my wallets, move the tokens around, and even do the exchange process from Kadena to the Crankk token. So let's go ahead and jump down here to the Wallets tab, and it says Set a Password. Well, let's go ahead and set a password for our Crankk wallet. After you've entered your password twice, go ahead and click Submit. And there you go. It's actually created the Crankk wallet folder. Now, it hasn't made the wallet yet. That's our next step. This is just the folder that holds all of our wallets. Now, I do want to let you know, you do have to make a new wallet for every single Crankk miner you have. You cannot put all your miners in one wallet. So, something really important to keep note of. Now, to create your first wallet on the Crankk dashboard, simply click Create New Wallet. That's going to give you your secret key right here. Now, you can take the one that they give you, or you can turn around and click the Generate New if you want to keep rotating to a new secret key. Once you've picked one you like, go ahead and copy that, and then it lets you know that you cannot recover the secret key in any other way, so don't lose it. Then you click I understand and continue. Take that secret key you just copied and paste it right back in the same field. and then give it a name. We're going to say Crankk Miner and click create. And there we go. There's our new Crankk wallet. And as you can see, it's set up, says we have no Kadena and we have no Crankk currently. Now, one thing you're going to notice, it also has no send buttons in here. So trying to send any funds out of this wallet is pretty much impossible. So what we're going to do is we have to import this wallet into our EckoWallet. But here's the trick of that. We have to have Kadena in this wallet before we can import it into Ecko, or we're going to keep getting a failed import message. So we're going to go to another wallet, shoot some Kadena over here real quick so we can get this import process done. So now that we have some Kadena in our wallet, it's really pretty simple to import this into the EckoWallet. So simply open your EckoWallet. At the top right corner, you've got the 3 dots. Click on those and go to the bottom, says import wallet. Now the first thing it's going to ask you for is account name. And that's going to be this K:5D. That's your wallet address. You have to do the whole thing, including the K:. Now, once you have that in, you're going to select the chain ID. Now, this is going to run on chain 0. Lastly, it's going to ask for the private key of that particular wallet. So paste that into that field there, and then tell it to import wallet. And there we go, success. We now have our Crankk wallet onboarded into the EckoWallet. That gives us the ability to send and receive from that wallet on the Crankk dashboard. Now, one thing I want to alert you to is this can get really confusing with all the different addresses in here. So I highly recommend go in here and tell it to edit the account alias. Give it a name. So we're going to say this one is our Crankk Miner. Save that, and now it's going to pop up at the top. That's your Crankk Miner address. For me, that makes it a lot easier to reference back and forth. Now, to be ready for the license drop that's happening in just a couple days, this is where we have to have $150 value of Kadena setting when those licenses fall to purchase. Now, once you have that, it's going to pop up the capability to purchase that license right through here on the dashboard. So make sure to get your Kadena in this wallet and ready to go before those licenses fall. Now, once you have your license in hand and you're ready to start mining, you can go through and onboard your miner, go through all that process, but it will not start earning until you have your Crankk token staked. Now, to get your Crankk tokens, simply go over here to the exchange tab. As you can see, that's a decentralized exchange hosted right here on the Crankk dashboard. Simply go down here, put in your order for Kadena to Crankk translation, make sure you have $100 worth of Crankk token, then inside your license, you're going to be able to go in and stake that amount. Now, if you remember at the beginning of this video, I had mentioned you have to create a new wallet for every single miner you want to run on the Crankk network. So as you can see right here, this is my current miner that is running. And if I go into that one, the place I can stake my tokens once I'm actually up and running is click the proof of trust at the top. Now, since I have a license, that gives me the option to stake into the consensus group or into the network participation group. And the price is different depending on which one you want to stake in. So the consensus group is going to cost 2,000 Crankk tokens. The network participation or standard miner is going to cost 666. So the great thing here is with one license, you can choose what level of rewards you want to earn. Now, I know this is not my normal deep dive into a protocol, but there's a reason for that. You see, the next batch of licenses are dropping August 13th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So there's not a lot of time, but I highly recommend before you just jump in, definitely go do your own due diligence, do your own research, and I'll put links in the description down below for the Discord, the website, the dashboard. Everything you want to know is in there. And if you have any questions, drop them here or hop in the community over there. We'll definitely get them answered for you. But I hope this information's been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you on the Crankk Network. Till next time, have a great night.